fifth in all of the full season minor leagues with a 2.1 ERA between High A Lake County and Double A Akron. He'll face Shane Matheny, Tyler Fitzgerald, Tristan Peters in the Richmond first. Matheny, left-handed batting center fielder tonight for the Squirrels. He's been in the leadoff spot starting in center each game of the series and has 3 hits so far over the first 2 games. Bybee's windup in the game's first pitch. Fastball, strike outside half at 6:37 Eastern Daylight Time.
82 warm degrees in the Rubber City, a very comfortable night.
Bybee winds his 0-1. Breaking ball, strike 2, inner half. 2 strikes the count already. Bybee drafted last year by Cleveland out of Cal State Fullerton. 0-2 to Matheny. Fastball high, a ball and 2 strikes. And Jim, he's adapted well to pro ball and to Double A. He's just succeeded all the way through.
He keeps it very simple, gets ahead and throws strikes.
1-2. Lifted off the end of the bat by Matheny on a high pop-up near second base. The shortstop, Tana, onto the grass, puts it away for the first out.
Only 7 walks in the 8 ball games, and that's you can do things like that. You got a good shot to win, and boy, the ERA just speaks for itself.
At 1.44 in the Eastern League and 2.1 overall this year. Only 4 other pitchers in the full season minor leagues, qualifying pitchers with enough innings, have a lower ERA this season. Tyler Fitzgerald, right-handed batter at the plate. The pitch to him fouled off, first base side onto the roof. No balls and a strike. No score, top of the first at Canal Park. Another comfortable late summer evening for baseball. Bybee looks over his glove for the sign from Lavastida, the 0-1. Fastball, strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-2. Brian Lavastida catching. John Kenzie Noel gets a start at first base. Angel Martinez at second. Jose Tena at short. Daniel Schneemann at third. The 0-2. Breaking ball low and away. 1-2. Mike Capriz starts in left. Julian Escobedo in center. Jonathan Rodriguez in right field. 1-2 from Bybee to Fitzgerald. It misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Flying Squirrels wearing their black jersey tops, the white numbers on the back and the white R on the left chest. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bybee has his first strikeout, 2 down in the first inning. Gray road pants for the Flying Squirrels and the red ball caps. Rubber Ducks in their home white tops and pants. Rubber Ducks in script across the chest. Black numbers on the back with the last names at the top of the back. Now the pitch from Bybee. Fastball outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Peters. No score, top of the first. Bybee works with a fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. The pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. It's 1-1. We mentioned 3 straight starts. He has worked 6 innings. All 3 he's given up exactly 4 hits, exactly 1 run. The 1-1 fouled back to the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And in the month of August, when many are tiring because they've been working since April, Bybee, 22 innings. He's given up 4 earned runs, struck out 22 and walked 5. 1-2. Fastball drilled out to right field, sending Rodriguez back. He is onto the track, reaches up to make the catch. Peters put away, and the Squirrels are done in order against Bybee in the first. Wynn, born in Ollie, Iowa. He went to Iowa Western Community College, drafted by San Francisco back in 2018. The windup, first pitch to Tana. Fastball called strike, top of the zone. It's 0-1. And Wynn missed the entire 2021 season after Tommy John surgery. His 0-1. Fastball outside, a ball and a strike. So he's one of those that prior to this year, his last pro regular season was 2019 with Single A Augusta. 1-1. Bouncer foul, first base side. 2 hops to the first base coach, Juan de la Cruz. He grabs it, hands it off as a souvenir to fans on the first base side. The ball and 2 strikes the count to Jose Tena, leading off for Akron. The 1-2. Tena lines it foul over the Akron dugout. Still a ball and 2 strikes the count. Tena, 1 hit yesterday, 3 hits in the series. He's hit safely in 5 in a row. The 1-2. Fastball up high, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tena. And win his first Double-A start, win he did against Binghamton last Friday night. The 2-2. Fly ball to left center field, sending Matheny back into the alley, still running, and it falls onto the warning track. 1 hop against the wall. Tena is at second, turning there, holding with a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. So Tena leading off the game with a hit. That's the second straight night that he's done it in this series. And that brings up Brian Lavastida, runner at second base. Nobody out, bottom of the first in a scoreless game. Lavastida, right-handed batting catcher. Tena leads from second. Win from the stretch. Delivers. He misses low for ball 1. Keaton Wynn began this season with the High A Eugene Emeralds in the Giants system. The set is 1-0. Lavastida grounds it through the right side into right field. A base hit. Tena held at third base by manager Rugla Sodor. The throw from the right fielder Peters cut off. And back-to-back hits start the Akron first. Runners at the corners.
Real good swing by Lavastida, just taking that pitch the other way. Got a huge hole between first and second with Fitzgerald up the middle trying to keep Tena close, but he took it the other way. Like to see that when you're struggling.
So Lavastida on at first. And John Kenzie Noel to the plate. Noel had a 2-run double in last night's game. Put Akron in the lead in the 3rd inning. He has 2 hits in the series. The set by the righty Wynn. His pitch. Check swing, a bouncer, foul. First base side on deck circle. No balls and a strike to Noel. That pitch came so far in on Noel that it hit the bat and went foul. No balls and a strike. Infield back except the first baseman Roby. The pitch. Lavastida takes off and Noel launches it high and deep to left center field. Matheny chasing it back. It's gone. 3-run homer for John Kenzie Noel. Number 10 as a rubber duck. Number 29 of the season. And Akron jumps to a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Noel going deep for the first time this month.
Well, you knew it was coming. He's been having very good swings the last couple of days and been on pitches, hitting the ball hard. That time he just launched that one, and he might go on a tear now.
So Noel brings home 3, and a double, single, and homers start the Akron first against Keaton Wynn. And it's a quick, loud way for him to erase that 0 ERA he carried in after a start in Double-A. First pitch to Micah Priest fouled back. No balls and a strike. Noel's home run to the left of the batter's eye in center field. The 0-1 to Priest. Fly ball to shallow right center. That is dropping for a base hit. And it eludes the right fielder Peters. Priest trying for second. He's in there safely with a double.
Well, they overran the ball, and Matheny behind, but they could not get Michael. He's seen that. He just took off and put the speed on and gets another double. That's number 25.
He's the team leader in doubles and extra base hits. That's his 47th of the year. Only 3 other players have as many extra base hits in the Eastern League this year. And now the pitching coach Paul Oseguera comes out of the first base dugout to talk here with Keaton Wynn.
You know, they see this game getting away early tonight. They're trying to gear up for the postseason, making roster moves and trying to get something going before they get to that championship round, which they're in.
And for Keaton Wynn, playing baseball at a new level, game is a little bit faster, and maybe a chance there for pitching coach to go out and slow him down a little bit, because the Ducks have jumped all over him here in the first. 4 straight hits, 3 runs in, and Angel Martinez, the batter from the left side. Set in the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner to Angel Martinez. So John Kenzie Noel with a 3-run homer, his first in exactly 4 weeks. Last time he went deep was against Harrisburg, July 28th. The set 0-1. Martinez lines it right side. Glove by the leaping second baseman Fitzgerald for the first out.
He almost mistimed it. He almost jumped a little bit too early, but he gathered himself and made the catch.
Now 1 down in the bottom of the first, and Jonathan Rodriguez to the plate. 3-0 Akron leads it. Prees leading from second. Wynn taking the sign from the catcher Brandon Martirano. A look to second, the pitch. Rodriguez takes, runner was going. Prees to third, the throw there gets him in time. Schmidt with the tag. That's the second out of the inning. Prees caught stealing for just the 3rd time in 21 attempts this year. And Martirano made a play throwing it around the hitter Rodriguez. The pitch misses down low. 2 balls, no strikes. And now 2 down in the inning. Bases empty. 2-0 the count on Rodriguez. Wynn working from the windup now is 2-0. Fastball. Strike top of the zone. It's 2-1. Defensively, Brett Arbach in left field. In center, Shane Matheny, Tristan Peters in right. Casey Schmidt at third made that tag. 2-1. Broken bat, pop fly, first base line. And the first baseman, Sean Roby, has it, ending the Akron half of the first. Kenzie Noel, 3-run homer in the bottom of the first inning. And Wilson, right-handed batting shortstop, just activated on off the injured list yesterday, had a 2-hit night. First pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. Wilson regarded the Giants' number 26 prospect according to MLB Pipeline. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, a ball and a strike. Out of North Carolina State. The 1-1. Foul ball. First base side, 1-2. Originally drafted by the Angels, traded to the Giants in December of 2019 along with the infielder Zach Cozart for a player to be named later. That was lefty Garrett Williams. As it turned out, the pitch upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Second year in the regular season in the Giants system. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Bybee. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball there. 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Bybee. 1 down now in the top of the second. Three 0 Akron. 1 down and the base is empty in the top of the second for Brett Arbach. This inning brought to you by Suma Health, presenting Wellness Wednesdays at Canal Park. The final Wellness Wednesday is September 14th, 6:35 against Bowie. The pitch. Fastball inside, 1-0 the count on Arbach. Tickets available, as always, at AkronRubberDucks.com. Bybee to Arbach, 1-0. Strike top of the zone. It's 1-1. Bybee, a quick worker from the third base side of the rubber. He is 1-1. Breaking ball misses up and away. 2 balls and a strike. California native, resides now in Dana Point, California. The 2-1. Breaking ball in for his strike. It's 2-2. Went to Mission Viejo High School. Youngest of 3 brothers. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the high fastball. 3rd strikeout for Bybee. 2 down in the 2nd.
Boy just blew it by him upstairs that time. He changed the eye level, and Arbach just couldn't catch up to it.
So 5 up, 5 down against Tanner Bybee. 2 down, top of the 2nd, 3-0 Akron, and Casey Schmidt the batter. The windup first pitch. A pop fly, foul ground, first base side. Lavastida with the mask off and foul ground. He has it on the grass before the on-deck circle, and that ends the Richmond 2nd inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Squirrels again after an inning and a half. Akron 3, Richmond nothing. This is Rubber Ducks baseball powered by First Energy. It'll be Daniel Schneemann, Reynel Delgado, and Julian Escobedo in the Akron half of the 2nd against Keaton Wynn. Righty gave up 3 runs within the first 3 batters in the first. His windup first pitch to Schneemann. Swing foul tipped, strike 1. Schneemann starting at 3rd base for his 2nd straight game. Last night homered his last time up. The pitch fouled off, 3rd base side out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Now 6 home runs on the year for Schneemann. Average up to 211. For a long time it was below 200, but really over the last month and a half, Schneemann has warmed offensively. The 0-2 popped up foul over the net, 3rd base side. Still 2 strikes on the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 2nd. Wynn now deals 0-2 again. And a fly ball down the left field line. Foul headed to Sarah Auto Park foul territory as a souvenir. Still 2 strikes on Schneemann. All 3 batters in the inning left-handed. Coming up against the righty Wynn. The 0-2. Upstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. Wynn pitching at his 3rd level in the Giants system this year. The pitch. A chopper over Wynn on the mound. Ranging to his right. Fitzgerald can't get it into center field for a base hit. Daniel Schneemann with a leadoff single in the 2nd. And we pause for station identification. This is Akron Rubber Ducks baseball.
Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 640 WHLO, Akron, an iHeartRadio station.
In the Audio Technica broadcast booth alongside Jim Clark, I'm Marco Lanave. Rick Winstead producing our broadcast powered by First Energy. Akron 3, Richmond nothing. Bottom of the 2nd. Schneemann at first. Wynn to Delgado. Fastball high, 1-0. So Wynn began the season with Single-A San Jose, 13 appearances there and 11 starts. 8 starts with High-A Eugene, and now making his 2nd for Double-A Richmond. Spin and a throw to first. Back safely with the right hand is Schneemann. Flying Squirrels, though they tied Akron for the best record in the Southwest Division first half. They're in 2nd to last in the 2nd half. The pitch high to Delgado. Runner going. Throw in time. Wilson the tag. Schneemann is out. Caught stealing 2nd. Just the 4th time he's been caught in 20 attempts this season. And now Martirano behind the plate has thrown out 2 runners in 2 tries.
Like you said, 2 guys that don't get caught very much. With 2 good throws.
The 2-0. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Rubber Ducks the last 2 nights, a stolen base each night, actually both from the man at the plate, Delgado. The 2-1 Drive out to right center field in the alley. That one is down for a base hit, rolling to the base of the wall. Delgado turning into second. The throw cut off as Delgado turns but stops at second. And he has a one-out double. Already the 6th Akron hit and 4th for extra bases against Keaton Wynn.
Boy, just finding spots, that phrase, hit them where they ain't. Well, they're doing that tonight. Bloops into gaps, out of the park. Now don't get caught stealing.
Delgado at second base as Julian Escobedo steps in. Escobedo, left-handed batting center fielder, has 3 hits and 8 at-bats in the series. The set first pitch, and he fouls it off over the net, over our heads, up above the press box windows and down into the crowd as a souvenir. No balls and a strike to Escobedo. A helicopter passing by on its way to Akron Children's Hospital just a moment ago. The 0-1 swing foul tip, strike 2. Three 0 Akron, bottom of the second. Delgado leading from second base. The pitch up high, 1-2 to Escobedo. Outfield pretty much straight away. Infield maybe shading him a step to pull. The 1-2. Line drive to right field. Peters is right there, makes the catch. Delgado tags at second, but the throw coming in holds him at second base. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. And back to the top of the lineup, Jose Tena. Ducks lead 3-0 on the Jhonkensy Noel first inning 3-run homer, his 29th of the season between High A Lake County and Double A Akron. Wynn sets. A look at second. Pitch to Tena. Fastball at the knee is strike 1. And Noel is now 5th among all minor leaguers in home runs this season. Wins 0-1. Tena lines it foul, third base side. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Wynn giving up the 3 runs on 6 hits so far to the Rubber Ducks. Is 0-2. Up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tena led off the first with a double and scored. The 1-2. Line drive into right center. That's down for a base hit. Delgado rounding third, trying for the plate. Peters' throw is cut off, and they've got Tena hung between first and second. The throw to Wilson, and he tags out Tena. But an RBI single by Jose Tena gives Akron a 4-0 lead as we close the second inning. First and second as the right fielder Peters threw to the first baseman Roby. And that throw to Wilson ended the bottom of the second. This pitch is fouled off first base side. No balls and a strike to Brandon Martirano.
You know, the Ducks some really good swings tonight. And Richmond right now not very many good swings tonight.
Now Bybee into the windup, the 0-1, and it misses up high to Martirano. 1 ball, 1 strike. So a 9-3-6 play to end the bottom of the second. The windup and pitch from Bybee. Breaking ball outside, a ball and a strike, or 2 balls and a strike now to Martirano. Akron 3 in the first, 1 in the second. The pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. It's 2-2. Martirano getting his first start of the series. He's thrown out 2 base runners already for Akron, and that's been what's helped Keaton win on the mound, as he's been tagged for 7 hits already in the first 2 innings. The pitch, this is just high. 3-2 the count to Martirano. The 7 hits off win by Akron, tying his high this season. The 3-2 upstairs, ball 4, and Bybee issues a rare walk to open the third. So a leadoff base runner for Richmond after Bybee had set down the first 6 batters of the night. Now Sean Roby to the plate, right-handed batting first baseman. Bybee comes set. Pitch to Roby. High pop fly to right field. Rodriguez coming in to his left and puts it away for the first out. Jim, Roby, an interesting player to look at the numbers. He has 63 hits this year, and 23 of those are home runs. He only has 6 other extra base hits, 5 doubles and a triple.
And only 50 RBI with the 23 home runs.
Now Armani Smith to the plate. Is set by Bybee. The pitch misses up high for ball 1. Akron leading it 4-0, top of the third. The pitch called strike. It's 1-1. Martirano, the runner at first. Smith, the batter. He's reached base in 19 straight games. Bybee spins, throws to first. Back safely is Martirano. Smith on this on-base streak. It's the second longest active streak in the Eastern League, and second longest by a Richmond player this year. Bybee's 1-1. Misses outside. 2 balls and a strike to Smith. Infield in a couple of steps up the middle, looking for a double play. 2-1. Strike on the outer half. It's 2-2. Bybee comes set. The 2-2. Smith drives it out to right center field. Escobedo gliding in to his left, makes the catch in right center. Puts away Smith for the second out of the third.
Had a really good jump on that ball. Just going away from him and down, but boy, gets there in a hurry. Plays a good center field.
So 2 down and Martirano at first base. Top of the third. This inning brought to you by the Northern Ohio Honda Dealers Association, which presents giveaways Saturdays at Canal Park. Next one this Saturday, Cleveland football night, Eric Metcalf bobblehead giveaway. The pitch called strike outside half. 0-1 on Shane Matheny. Bybee sets. And a spin and throw to first. Back safely with the right hand, Martirano. Matheny 0 for 1, popped out to short his first time up. The 0-1, swing foul, and that may have hit Matheny on his back foot in the left-handed batter's box. 2 strikes the count on Matheny. Bybee gives him an extra moment, steps off the back of the pitcher's mound. Bybee has retired 8 of the first 9 batters tonight. The only base runner, Martirano, the walk to lead off this 3rd inning. Bybee sets. Is 0-2. Inside, a ball and 2 strikes on Matheny. A reminder that fireworks follow this game for fans at Canal Park. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bybee has his 4th strikeout, and it ends a scoreless top of the 3rd. And has won 5 out of 8 at Canal Park. Brian Lavastida opens the bottom of the 3rd against the right-hander Keaton Wynn. And the righty winds and offers. Lavastida hits a pop fly, first base line. Roby over into foul territory. First baseman has it for the 1st out. The 7 hits for the Ducks against Wynn, already matching the season high that he's allowed, and the 4 runs also matching the season high against him. He works now to John Kenzie Noel, who slugged a 3-run homer to the left of the batter's eye in center in the 1st. This pitch, ground ball, left side, along the line, fielded by the 3rd baseman Schmidt. Sidearm throw to first, gets Noel. 2 down now in the bottom of the 3rd. Base is empty now for Micah Prees. Prees doubled his first time up to right center, then was caught stealing 3rd base in the bottom of the 1st. Left-handed batter, first pitch to him, fastball, strike on the outer half. It's 0-1. Roby winds and offers. Swing and a miss on the fastball. It's 0-2. Or rather, Wynn ahead 0-2 on Prees. And his 0-2 pitch. Prees fouls it back. Still 2 strikes the count. The windup, the 0-2. Prees takes up and away. A ball and 2 strikes the count. Akron with all 4 runs and all 7 hits in the game between these 2 teams. The 1-2. Prees fouls it off, 3rd base side out of play. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now Wynn, the 1-2. Fly ball hit well to left center. Matheny going back to his right and makes the running catch as he goes onto the track, ending the Akron half of the 3rd. Ducks go in order against Keaton Wynn. After 3, it's still Akron 4, Richmond nothing. This is
moving to the top of the 4th inning. Jim Clark, Marco Lanabe, Rick Winstead back at command center. 4-0 Rubber Ducks, and Bybee to face Fitzgerald, Peters, and Wilson in the Richmond 4th. Fitzgerald, a strikeout victim back in the 1st. Did not play yesterday. Bybee deals, popped him up behind the plate. That's right down below us. Get a bounce? Nope. Off some hands. Fitzgerald, 21 homers and 14 doubles. He's driven in 54. He's 9 of his last 19. 1 for 4 on Tuesday night. 4th round pick in 2019. Right-hand batter. Bybee kicks and fires. Missed up and away. Tanner Bybee is just a joy to watch. Keeps everybody off balance. He throws strikes, 1-1. In the air to center. Escobedo back. He will drift back and catch it for the out. Maybe their best swing of the night was right there. Here's Tristan Peters. He flied to right back in the first. Akron 3 in the first and 1 in the second. Trying to win back-to-back games and keep themselves relevant to close out this year. Wind up, right-hander deals. Foul ball and a check. No. I thought he went too far anyway. 1-0 though is what they say on the scoreboard. Peters, 6 foot 180. Came out of the Milwaukee chain. 1-0 pitch, high and tight, 2-0. And the other thing, Tanner works quickly. The outfield straight up, wind up 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. He comes right at Peters. A 1.44 earned run average coming in tonight. Now 1-2 lifted to right. That was a strike in the first pitch, and Rodriguez will make the catch shy of the track for the second out of the inning. I thought it was. And once in a while, I'm right. Here's Will Wilson, the shortstop. He struck out in the second. Akron 4 runs on 7 hits. Richmond still searching tonight. Bybee in action, fouled back to the right. The other ball games in the end of 4, Portland 9, Hartford nothing. Senators 2, Erie 1, bottom of 4, 0-1, missed away. Bay Sox 2 in the first, 1 in the second. They lead Altoona 3-0. Bowie, Erie, identical records coming in tonight. 1-1. Breaking ball called strike inside corner. 1-2 now. Binghamton 2, Reading 2, top of 2. Somerset, New Hampshire, no score in the second. Bybee ready. Wind up. And the 1-2. Runs it away, and he lays off, and it's 2-2. Brett Arbach on deck for the Squirrels. The Giant AA affiliate won the first half on the tiebreaker over these Rubber Ducks. 2-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. That's strikeout number 5. We played 3.5 tonight. It is Akron 4 and Richmond nothing. This is Rubber Ducks baseball, powered by First Energy. Switch hitting, second baseman. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. He'll win. A 5th round pick in 18, had Tommy John surgery last year. This is 3rd stop in the organization this year as he delivers that ball in the dirt. 1-1 at San Jose, then 3-2 at Eugene in high A ball. Then this is his 2nd start here. He pitched very well against the Rumble Ponies, winning Friday. Blanked them on 2 hits in 5 innings. 2-0 pitch. Called strike, 2-1 to Martinez. Angel 3 for 11 since his call-up. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back over our heads. Directly back over the Audio Technica broadcast booth. The outfield straight up. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a tapper to first. Roby will run to the bag for the out. He reached for that outside pitch and rolls it over for the first out of the 4th inning. 4 in a row set down by Wynn. Here's Jonathan Rodriguez, who popped the first, his first at bat tonight. Well, the Guardians fell 3-1 to Seattle today. They got all 3 runs in the first inning off of McKenzie today. Here's a ball missing inside to Rodriguez. He's scuffling just a bit now, 2 for his last 21. And the 1-0. Swing and a tapper, foul third base. He takes a big cut. "21 homers at Lake County. 1-1, swing and a ground ball, foul third base. Ruge says, nope, I'll let that go by. Too much mustard on it. And the count is 1-2. Odor coaching third. Juan De La Cruz, who was at third base over the weekend in Erie, he's down at first when he's not at third base. 1-2. Outside, back to the backstop. And 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of 4. And the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Wynn tonight. 2 down for Daniel Schneemann. He singled in the second. Then was caught stealing 2-6. Wind up. Righty home. Checked it, low and away for a ball. No, Schmidt, the third baseman, is almost between third base and shortstop. Here's the 1-0. Called strike, caught the knees on the outside corner. 1-1 to Schneemann. Raynel Delgado on deck for the Rubber Ducks. Akron trying to win back-to-back games. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. He ran it away. 1-2 to Schneemann. Akron sitting 4 games back of both Bowie and Erie and a half a game ahead of Altoona. Curve losing tonight. Bowie winning. Erie losing. And now they're going to come out and check Keaton Wynn. So something is amiss. Trainer coming out, skipper coming out, pitching coach coming out. Chris Walsh is their athletic trainer. Osagara, the pitching coach, with manager Pelfrey. Now they seem like all is okay. He'll probably throw a few. They're going to watch him throw them. Win a 5th-round pick from Iowa Western Community College in 2018. He says, I'm okay, I think. That should not count as a mound visit. He's going to throw one more. He says, I'm okay, guys. You can go back. So 2 outs and a 1-2 count to Schneemann. 4th inning. Akron leading 4-0 on this overcast, warm Thursday night. Wind up 1-2 to Schneemann. Blown away. $2 beers and sodas tonight at the ballpark. Irish night as well. Win the sign from Martirano. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 6 in a row. Couple of strikeouts this inning. 4 win. We've completed 4. It is Akron 4. Richmond nothing. We're in the 5th inning. 4-0 Akron. Arbach, Schmidt, and Martirano facing Bybee. Arbach struck out first at bat. Takes a strike on the inside corner. 4-7-0 for the Ducks. Nothing but zeros on the Richmond line. Bybee winds and deals. In the air, right center, deep. That ball is over Escobedo's head. Bangs off the wall, And there's a leadoff double in the 5th inning by Auerbach, their first hit tonight, his 15th double. Well, Julian made a leap out there in the track, but just could not get to that thing. So their first hit comes in the 5th inning. They've only had one other base runner, a leadoff walk to Martirano in the 3rd tonight. Bybee just 54 pitches. Here's Schmidt. He fouled out his only at bat to Lavastida. The outfield to right-hand batter. Big lead, dancing around now, turns, throws, and he just got back. Almost got caught dancing too much. Boy, down by 4 runs. You're in scoring position. There's no reason to be out there flying around on second base. I wouldn't think. Schmidt, second round pick, 2020, South Dakota State. The pitch, swing and a miss changeup. The same place that Steven Strasburg went. Their highest pick in the draft since Strasburg went number 1 overall back in 2009. 0-1, high, 1-1 to Schmidt, right-hand batter, 6'2", 215. 1 for 9 series. He's been playing well. Since his call-up 12 games ago. 1-1 pitch is outside. Number 13 prospect at 273 at Eugene in 93 games. Bybee checking Auerbach, 2-1, low, 3-1. 5th inning, 4-0 Rubber Ducks. Akron getting 3 runs in the first on the Well home run, and a run in the second on a single by Tana. And Richmond just their second base runner on that double by Auerbach. Bybee ready. Here's 3-1. In the air to left. That ball will be in the alley. Diving try goes by Prees. Rounding third, Auerbach will score. And that's a 2-base hit for Schmidt. Back-to-back doubles in the 5th. And the Squirrels on the board now. It's a 4-1 ball game. Back-to-back doubles. Right center, then left center. The 5th double by Schmidt. His 5th RBI, and the Flying Squirrels something going here. Here's Martirano. He walked their first base runner tonight, came in the 3rd. Kicking the pitch. Strike called at the knees on the outside corner. Richmond trailed 4-1 before rallying on Tuesday to win in 10, 8-5. Right-hander set, 0-1. Called strike, belt high on the outside corner, quickly 0-2 to Martirano. His first appearance in the series. 3 for his last 19, 10 homers, 15 doubles. 0-2 is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting catcher. The outfield to right. Martirano, 6'2", 198 with the North Carolina. Bybee checking second. And the 1-2, nope, they called time. A 16th round pick in 2019. He came up here in July a year ago and been here ever since. 1-2. Bybee checks on Schmidt. Right-hander fires. Inside corner, called, strike 3. That's his 6th strikeout, first out of the 5th inning. They catch Martirano looking. Here's Sean Roby. Roby fly to right. This is a big run for Richmond. You can cut this thing in half and you're really in the ball game. Roby straight up in the box, right-hand batter. Bybee checking second. Right-hander deals. Outside for a ball. Flags just gently swaying once in a while. No real effect. Their base runners dance 1-0. Michigan outside 2-0. Arbach jumped around. Schmidt out there bouncing around. Run home in the inning. 4-1 Ducks, runner at second, 1 out, a 2-0 count to Roby. He's got 23 homers. Called strike, belt high on the outside corner, 2-1. Armani Smith on deck for Richmond. Bybee looks into Lavastida. Right-hander ready. A check back at Schmidt at second. And the 2-1 pitch. Foul to the right, even up at 2-2. A 7:05 tomorrow night at the ballpark. Gavin Wood making Jaime Arias tomorrow. Williams on Saturday. So Arias tomorrow against Matt Frisbee. Lefty against the righty. Cash for Dash night. Fireworks again. Bybee looking, 2-2. Foul to the right. They'll put $1,000 in the outfield. 15 fans have a minute to get all they can. That's all on Friday night. Cleveland football night on Saturday night. Eric Metcalf bobbleheads the first 1,000 fans through the turnstiles. Again, 7:05 on Saturday night. Bybee checking on Schmidt. 2-2. Outside, string is out. First inning, the Tanners really struggled at all tonight. They made him work in his 5th. 2 doubles and a strikeout, and a full count to Roby. Roby fans a lot of these guys do. Turn, no throw. You can do that to second base. He sent Schmidt diving back in, fearing for his life. Tanner set again. Here comes the payoff. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Number 7, back-to-back strikeouts. Here's Armani Smith, the designated hitter. Smith fly to center is only at bat tonight. 2 big strikeouts with that runner on second base and nobody out. Smith 2 for 9 series. The 2 hits came on Tuesday night. He began the year at High A Eugene. His 64th game, right-hand batter, swings and fouls it back. 7th round pick in 2019 for the Giants. To UC Santa Barbara in the great state of California. The outfield to right. Schmidt at second, 2 gone. Tanner Bybee is 0-1. Fouled back to the right. He's ahead 0-2. Well, they got a couple of doubles, and since that time, back-to-back strikeouts. Well, you love the focus of Bybee. He's ready. They check back at Schmidt. 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. upstairs. He changes eye level, and that time Smith lays off as Lavastida reaches up to flag it down. 1-2. Now Bowie now leads Altoona 5-0 in the bottom of 3. Bybee ready. 1-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3, and Smith knew it. He fans the side. Richmond gets a run. Back-to-back doubles. Bybee has fanned 8. We played 4.5 tonight. It is Akron 4 and Richmond 1. Delgado, Escobedo, Jose Tena for Akron. Akron 4 runs on 7 hits. Richmond a run on a couple of hits. The run came in the top of the inning. Delgado doubled and scored in the second. Wynn rocks deals low for a ball. Keaton Wynn, 6'4", 24 years old, the 1-0. Line to right. Peters will reach down and catch it for the first out of the inning. And 7 in a row now set down by Wynn. Here's Escobedo, Julian line to right, his only at bat tonight. Boy, just one more homestand after this in the regular season. Wind up in the pitch. Escobedo shows bunt, pushes. Third base side of the mound. Pitcher slips and throws, and he's safe. Well, Wynn's back foot, he lost it, and it should be a base hit. Good bunt by Escobedo. If he doesn't slip, it's a bang-bang play. So bunt single by Escobedo. After the homestand, a 2-week road trip for Akron. The Curve and Senators. Then back for that big Bay Sox closing series in the regular season. Be big for both teams. Tena fouls it back. He has singled and doubled. Scored 1, driven in 1. Bay Sox and Erie tied. Look at first. The pitch. Inside, runner goes. They throw to first base and to second base safe is Escobedo. He took off and Martirano threw down to Roby. He turned and threw to Wilson, but they had no chance to get Julian. His 15th stolen base and the first off of Wynn and Martirano time. He's caught 2 in the ball game. Different seeing him go to first and throw that away with a runner going to second. Wynn checking back. 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to our left. One and 2 to Jose Tena. Lavastida's on deck. Akron trying to get the run back. The Squirrels got in the top of the inning. 1-2, inside and low. 2-2. Akron now 8 hits in the ball game. Wynn ready. They check back at second. 2-2. Hit foul, third base side. That is out of play. Jose battling. 5 for 10 series, 9 of his last 24. Win again. And the 2-2 hit to left. That ball will be caught. Arbach makes the catch. Back to second goes Escobedo, and that's out number 2. Here's Lavastida. Single to first to right in the first inning. then fouled out. He came home on the 3-run shot by Noel on that 3-run first. Right-hand batter, 5 homers. Escobedo leads away from second base, 2 outs. Win home in the air to center. And coming on, making the catch is Matheny, and the inning done. No runs after a single. They strand their first base runner tonight, and we played 5. It is Akron 4 and Richmond 1, and an 8-6 Richmond series lead. Matheny popped the short, struck out. Bybee fanned the side in the 5th. He's fanned 8 tonight. Winds and deals. Strike right down Main Street. This is his rubber duck high of 8 strikeouts. He had 10 twice in Lake County. 0-1, missed away. Tanner Bybee, 6'2", 205, Cal State Fullerton. 1-1, high and tight, 2-1. Or just a beautiful night. Here's the 2-1. Missed away, 3-1 to Matheny. Wind up, 3-1, hit to left near the line. Prees running. He will make the catch going toward the line for the first out of the 6th inning. Nice play by Micah Prees. Well, the Curve coming back. They get 3 in the 4th. They're still batting. They've cut the Bowie lead from 5-0 to 5-3. They're trying to hang in there as well. They're a half a game back of Akron and 4.5 behind the leaders in the Southwest. Here's Tyler Fitzgerald. Struck out, fly to center. Swings, fouls it back. One strike to count to Fitzgerald. He's got good power. Slightly open stance. 0-1, swing and a miss. Ran that pitch away, and it's 0-2 now. Well, the Seawolves have tied Harrisburg 2-2 in the 6th on a workman triple. Wind up, 0-2. Swing and a foul to the right. That is out of play. Well, you can't beat these Thirsty Thursdays, folks. Your favorite soft drink, $2. The 0-2. Did he go too far? He did not, as they appeal down to first base, and Matt Carleon on a high fastball. I clocked at 96. Both bullpens quiet. 1 out, nobody on, top of 6, 4-1 Rubber Ducks. Tanner Bybee ready again. Here comes the 1-2, swung on, ground ball foul, third base. Down beyond the Rubber Ducks dugout. They're a step to right in the outfield. And Bybee, the 1-2 again. Swinging a ground ball, third base, charging, but it rolls foul. Let's pause now for station identification. This is Rubber Ducks Baseball.
Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 640 WHLO, Akron, an iHeartRadio station.
Jim Clark, Marco Lanave, Rick Winstead back at command center. It's 1-2 to Fitzgerald. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Nope, he got a piece of it. Stays alive. 1-2 to Fitzgerald. Peters on deck. 4-1 Rubber Ducks, 6th inning. Next week, we're in Altoona. The start of a 12-game road trip. The final road games of the year. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. That's number 9. A season best 9 strikeouts at Double-A. We had 10 twice in A-ball. 9 tonight. Here's Peters. He's twice fly to right. Wind up in the pitch. Line drive left field, base hit through the hole for Peters. A 2-out single. That's their 3rd hit. And a man on now for Will Wilson. Wilson fan twice. 8 homers, 5 doubles. Came in a trade from the Angels 3 years ago. Right-hand batter, look at first to pitch, is a ball low and away, bluffed by Labastida, no throw. Well, the lights taking effect as the sun sets. Gorgeous sky beyond left field. 1-0. Breaking ball just a shade outside. 2-0 to Wilson. Only 1 walk tonight. That came in the 3rd. He doesn't walk people. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. He helped him that time, and it's 2-1. Before tonight's game, in 43 2/3, 42 strikeouts and just 7 walks. The opposition batting just .200 against Tanner. He's ready again, checks on Peters. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball, 2-2. Arbach on deck. 4-1 Akron. 6th inning, 2 outs, a runner on first. Akron pin activity now, a strong outing from Tanner Bybee again tonight. Goes out, gives you 6. Here's the 2-2, swung on, fouled back. If he gets through it, it would give him 4 consecutive outings of 6 innings. And 1 run every time. He leans into Labastida. Peters a short lead at first, 2 outs. Throw to first, back safely. Tanner, the sign from Labastida. He checks on Peters at first. And the 2-2 runner goes swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's number 10. And again, Bybee gives you 6 innings. No runs, a single. They strand him. We played 5.5 tonight. It is Akron 4 and Richmond 1. And this is Rubber Ducks baseball powered by First Energy. Ducks broadcast on Friday night on Fox Sports 1350 The Gambler tomorrow night. Bottom of 6, Noel, Prees, and Martinez facing Keaton Wynn, the starter, still there for the Squirrels. Noel swings and misses. He cracked a 3-run homer in the first. Deep to left center, number 10. The big blow in the ball game. Wynn home, fouled back. He jammed him that time, and it's quickly 0-2. Akron 4 runs on 8 hits. Here's the 0-2. Runs it in the dirt and outside and back to the backstop. 1-2 Akron pin activity. And Richmond pin activity. Wynn, 72 pitches. Tapper to first. Roby takes it. He'll flip. Pitcher is there, and he wins by a half a step for the out, 3-1. Wynn just allowing one base runner since the second tonight. That single last inning, the bunt single by Escobedo. First two frames, Akron 4 runs on 7 hits. Here's Mike Capri's a double and a fly to center tonight. Wind up, Win home. Low and away for ball 1. Now the Senators come back with a long ball by Wilson Garcia. Now 5-2 Harrisburg over Erie. Swing and a miss. He pulled the string. That's in the bottom of 6. Wind up, 1-1. Waves at it, got a piece of it, ball in the dirt. It's 1-2 now. Mike out in front. Martinez on deck, 1 out, nobody on, 6th inning, 4-1 Akron. Win the sign, the 1-2, it's high, and it's 2-2. Mike Capri's now 25 doubles. Two, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Third strikeout for Keaton Wynn. Here's Angel Martinez, who has lined out and grounded out tonight. Angel in his 4th game. Takes a strike in the inside corner at the knees. He did not think so. Jae Young Kim did, and it's 0-1. They play him to left. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. That looked better than the first pitch, so it evens up at 1-1 in every way. 2 outs and nobody on in this 6th inning. 1-1 delivery. A mile high behind second. Wilson, the shortstop, calls, and he has it, and Akron goes 1-2-3. Going 1 inning, 1 hit, a walk and a strikeout, fastball, curve, slider, and changeup. 4-1 Ducks. Arbach stands in the pitch. Inside for a ball. Arbach doubled and scored their only run. He had the first hit of the ball game for the Squirrels in that 5th inning, deep to right center. Oviedo from the belt. 1-0. Breaking ball to Beauty, called strike. 1-1 to Arbach. Brett Arbach. It's spelled like Auerbach, but not pronounced like that. 1-1. Breaking ball, called strike 2. Oviedo from the stretch. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First for Oviedo. He gets the first man he faces in this 7th inning. Here's Casey Schmidt. Well, the Curve have tied the game 5-5 now with the Bay Sox in the 5th inning. They were down 5-0. How about that? Schmidt doubled in Arbach with their only run in the 5th tonight. Oviedo deals. Low for a ball. 4-8-0 for Richmond. 1-3-0 for the Rubber Ducks. Luis assigned the pitch at 1-0. Breaking ball to Beauty, called strike as he changed speeds and had him out in front. Couldn't pull the trigger. 1-1 to Schmidt. Martirano was on deck. The outfield way around to right. Oviedo, the 1-1. Low, 2-1. This thing could get much tighter tonight should Akron and Altoona win. 2-1, popped him up behind the plate. Lavastida there, he makes the catch, 2 outs. So 2 men retired by Oviedo. Here's Brandon Martirano, the Richmond catcher, who has walked and took a 3rd strike in the 5th. Bybee went 6, he fanned 10, just 3 hits in a run, walked only a batter as he keeps matching outing after outing of solid starts and gives you a chance to win. Swing and a miss, 1 strike to count. He's fun to watch. Oh, 1. Shot to first, eats up Noel and goes in the right. That should be a base hit. Wicked shot on a short hop, tried to backhand it, went off of the heel of his glove. Martirano's aboard. Is a base hit. Here's Roby. Roby flied to right, struck out tonight. That was a wicked line drive to his backhand on a really short hop. Oviedo deals, blowing inside for a ball. Roby 4 for his last 21, but he has a long ball capability. 23 homers. Short lead, the pitch. He checked it, breaking ball missed, 2-0. Right-hander set, checks on Martirano. 2-0. Swung on, little pop-up behind first. That ball will be caught in foul ground by Martinez, and the inning done. Nice play by Angel. No runs, a single, a stranding. We played 6.5 on this Thursday night. Up on your feet for the 7th inning stretch. Well, they got the win early tonight. He was pretty good after that 2nd inning. Swinging a foul off the bat of Martin Rodriguez. He's behind 0-1. He has popped out and struck out tonight. Akron 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd. Richmond 1 in the 5th. That's been it tonight. Oh, 1. Again, a swing and a foul to the right. That's also out of play. No, the Bay Sox back on top 7-5, top of 6 against Altoona. Right from the stretch. Lefty deals, swing and a foul to the right, high fastball again. He sends everything to the right. Right, born in Providence. Again, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball. Ball rolls away, and Martirano throws him out. 2-3. So the first strikeout, first man right faces. Here's Schneemann, singled and struck out tonight. Again, we're on 1350 The Gambler tomorrow night with high school football back on 640 WHLO. Lefty-lefty battle. Right to Schneemann. Swing and a miss. He chased one down and away. 0-1 to Daniel. Here's the 0-1. Low and away. 1-1 now to Schneemann. Raynell Delgado on deck for the Rubber Ducks. One pitch. Swung on, hit foul. That's out of play on the third base side. And the ball in 2 strikes. Chris Wright ready again. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wright. 2 up and 2 down in the Akron 7th inning. Here's Raynel Delgado, who has doubled and scored in line to right field. Akron 4 runs on 8 hits. Richmond 1 run on 4 hits. Ducks had 7 base hits after 2 innings tonight. Wright fires, bounces in, kicks off with a foot and the leg of Martirano, who's hobbling around now. 55-mile and a 55-foot sinker that caught him more than it did anything else. He'll walk it off. Guardians fell 3-1 in Seattle today. 3 more left in the Great Northwest. White Sox losing 2-1, bottom of 4 to Baltimore tonight. 1-0 pitch, right down Main Street, called strike. Twins 1, Astros nothing, bottom of 1 in Houston. One and 1, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Delgado swings and misses. He chased a high fastball, and it's 1-2. Chris Wright ready again. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back. Tomorrow night, you got a chance to win money. It's a firework night. And Arias goes at the 7:05 game. So, boy, come on out. Cash for Dash, $1,000 for 15 people trying to scoop up as much as they can in 1 minute. That's all on Friday night. Again, the 1-2. Slow curve called. Strike 3, and Delgado knew it.
Matheny and Tyler Fitzgerald. The righty Oviedo comes set. His pitch. Breaking ball misses up high for ball 1. Oviedo, with a season that began in the Pirates organization. He was on a rehab assignment, even pitched in this league for AA Altoona, then was designated for assignment in April. The pitch. Fastball high and tight. It's 2-0 from Oviedo to Smith. Smith, Shane Matheny, Tyler Fitzgerald this inning. The 2-0. Fastball and a strike on the inner half, 2-1. Cleveland picked up Oviedo off waivers at the end of April. He was working as a reliever, built up to a starting role with the Rubber Ducks. His most recent start, though, was July 31st against Harrisburg. 2-1. Breaking ball down and away. 3 balls and a strike. Lasted just 2 innings. Walked 5, gave up 2 hits. And then he went on the injured list with a right shoulder strain from August 3rd until the 20th. Came back to pitch Sunday against Erie. The 3-1 fouled off first base side onto the roof. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And now in his second inning this evening. The native of Lara, Venezuela. He comes set. Payoff pitch to Smith. Fastball inside, ball 4, and a leadoff walk in the 8th. Union Home Mortgage welcomes you home to Canal Park, presenting all Rubber Ducks home games this season. Ducks are home through Sunday against these Flying Squirrels. 7:05 Friday and Saturday, 2:05 on Sunday. Final homestand of the year then will be September 13th to the 18th against the Bowie Bay Sox. Oviedo's pitch is a called strike, top of the zone to Shane Matheny. It's 0-1. Erie trailing tonight in Harrisburg 5-2. That's in the bottom of the 7th. Bowie in a tie with Erie atop the standings leads against Altoona 7-5 in the bottom of the 6th. As the pitch from Oviedo misses outside to Matheny, it's a ball and a strike. And Akron is 4 games back of those 2 clubs. The pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away from Lavastida. First base side on deck circle, and moving up to second is Smith. Wild pitch charge to Luis Oviedo. His 11th of the season. It's tied for the team high with Kyle Marmon. (4-1) Akron, top of the 8th. Matheny 0 for 3 tonight. Squirrels have been held to just 4 hits. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Oviedo fastball, changeup, curveball, slider. He looks at second. Is 2-2. Called strike 3, top of the zone. And Matheny is the first out in the 8th. Second strikeout for Oviedo. And with that strikeout, the Akron Rubber Ducks now have 1,187 strikeouts this season as a pitching staff. The franchise record was actually set last season. The first pitch here to Tyler Fitzgerald, breaking ball outside, ball 1. Last year, the Rubber Ducks striking out 1,190 batters, setting a new franchise record. The set, 1-0. Called strike, inner half, 1-1. This is the 33rd season of this franchise, AA club in Northeast Ohio. From Canton to Akron. Oviedo's 1-1. Lifted high, foul, third base side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Fitzgerald. So with 3 more strikeouts, and it is possible tonight, Akron would match that franchise record for strikeouts. 4 more would set a new record. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Oviedo. 2 down in the top of the 8th. And Tanner Bybee with the 10 this evening in the first 6 innings. 10 strikeouts, matching his season high. Third time he's done it. First time in AA. And Oviedo is fanned 3 now in an inning and 2/3. Here's Tristan Peters.
They just haven't had good swings the entire night tonight.
Smith leading from second. He walked the pitch. Peters takes a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. And Bybee for a 4th consecutive start gives the Rubber Ducks 6 innings, allows just 1 run. And he could win for the 3rd time in 4 starts out of the 5 he's had this month. The 1-0. Fastball and a called strike, 1-1.
Again, lowers the ERA now with that performance tonight. He didn't lower it, 1.45. Now he went up a little bit. That's not right.
That's just how good he's been. The pitch. Fastball. Called strike, inside corner, 1-2. Two down in the top of the 8th. Akron in front, 4-1. The pitch. Inside. Peters almost hit by the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tristan Peters. Smith leads from second. 2 down in the 8th. The 2-2. Chopper left side. And that is through for a base hit into left field. Charging it is Prees. He comes up throwing to the plate. It's late. Smith slides home safely, and Tristan Peters has an RBI single. Richmond is within 4-2 in the top of the 8th. So the walk and wild pitch. Bite Oviedo and the Rubber Ducks. Peters, a 2-hit night, and he has ended the night of Luis Oviedo. Manager Ruglis Odor coming out of the third base dugout for a Visit Jacksonville pitching change. Top of the 8th. Akron 4, Richmond 2. This is Rubber Ducks baseball, powered by First Energy. Right-hander Mason Hickman is into the ball game in the Visit Jacksonville pitching change. The Akron Rubber Ducks leading the Richmond Flying Squirrels 4-2. Hickman takes over for Luis Oviedo. As Will Wilson comes to bat, he's struck out 3 times tonight. Right-handed hitter against the righty Mason Hickman, making his Canal Park debut. The set by the righty is pitch. There goes the runner from first, and it's taken for his strike. Throw down to second. Martinez tags Peters, but not before he slides into second safely. A stolen base, and now another runner in scoring position for Richmond.
That's taking a chance. Hickman's looked very good the first 2 times out in Erie. He saved 2 ball games.
He looks at second, the 0-1. Breaking ball, outer half, 0-2. He stands 6 feet 6 inches. 228 pounds on the mound. Here's 0-2. A high chopper to the third baseman, Schneemann. He runs to the runner, tags Peters to end the inning. The fielder's choice ends the 8th. Richmond scores a run, but still Akron in front 4-2 after 7.5. This is Rubber Ducks baseball, powered by First Energy. Akron has led since John Kenzie Noel's 3-run homer in the first inning. Jose Tena had an RBI single in the second. Richmond single runs in the 5th and 8th. Right sets. The pitch to Escobedo. Misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Escobedo. He had a bunt single back in the 5th, and that extended his hitting streak to 6 games. Right sets is 1-0. Misses up and inside, spins Escobedo off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Both Escobedo and Tena behind him, the top of the order, have extended their hitting streaks today to 6 games each. Those are the longest active on the club. This pitch is a called strike, and it's 2-1 to Escobedo. The 2-1. This is upstairs. 3 balls and a strike on Escobedo, leading off the Akron 8th. Escobedo is the only base runner that the Rubber Ducks have had since the start of the 3rd inning with his bunt single back in the 5th. Right's 3-1. Strike on the outside corner. It's 3-2. Now right to lefty with the payoff pitch. High pop fly, shallow left. Wilson, the shortstop, going out, and he makes the catch. 1 down in the 8th inning, and 9 in a row retired by Richmond pitchers. Keaton Wynn gave up 4 runs on 7 hits in the first 2 innings. He settled in and then worked through 6 full innings, and threw 81 pitches after he had thrown 36 in the first 2 innings. He settled in to throw just 45 over the next 4. Right to Jose Tena, lefty to left-handed batter. And the pitch, a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Misses up and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Tena. Left-handed batter, he is 2 for 3 tonight, 5 for 11 in the series. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, 1-2. Well, we mentioned last half inning, the Rubber Ducks closing in on the franchise record for strikeouts. And they are 2 shy of that record. And with 3 strikeouts can break it. As a pitching staff this year, 1-2. Breaking ball inside. And backs Tena off the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Rubber Ducks strikeout total this year is the highest in AA baseball. 1,000 now 188. 2-2. Fastball fouled off third base side. And going into the crowd, section 20, still 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the Ducks, like I mentioned, first in AA, their starters have totaled 642 strikeouts, including Bybee's 10 tonight. That leads all of minor league baseball. Right, the high set. 2-2 to Tena. Skips low and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Akron 4, Richmond 2, bottom of the 8th. The 3-2. Line drive into center field and a base hit for Tena. 3-hit night. He stops at first with a single. And just the second Akron hit since Tena's RBI single in the second. Still the Rubber Ducks in front, 4-2. It looks like Mason Hickman will work in the 9th inning as well. He got the final out of the 8th. Richmond has right-hander Nick Avila getting loose. And pitching coach Paul Oseguera is coming out of the first base dugout. Support for the Rubber Ducks comes from Audio-Technica, leading manufacturer of high-performance audio equipment, including headphones, microphones, and turntables. Learn more at audio-technica.com. Well, the Ducks, as we mentioned, the strikeouts, they've also had the strong starting pitching this week. Thomas Ponticelli, 5 innings Tuesday. Tanner Burns, 5 2/3 last night. Bybee, 6 innings tonight. And Akron has had the early lead all 3 games. Mound visit done. And Lavastida up from the right side against the lefty right. The pitch. Breaking ball low. 1 ball and no strikes. Wright retired the first 4 batters he faced, and then Tena lined that single to center. The lefty's set. Look to first. 1-0. This is low. 2 balls, no strikes to Lavastida. Pitch. Breaking ball over for his strikeout or half. It's 2-1. Right sets, 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball up high. 3 balls and a strike. Infield shading Lavastida to pull again. That right side opening up pretty wide. 3-1. Fouled off first base side out of play. 3-2. Now right comes set, and a payoff coming to Lavastida. Fastball called strike 3 inside corner. 4th strikeout for Chris Wright. 2 gone in the 8th inning. And that'll be all for Chris Wright, as with John Kenzie Noel due up, manager Dennis Pelfrey is making a visit. Jacksonville pitching change in the bottom of the 8th with Akron in front 4-2. It'll be right-hander Nick Avila coming in. This is Rubber Ducks baseball, powered by First Energy. Visit Jacksonville pitching change. Right-hander Nick Avila is into the game, facing the Akron Rubber Ducks' John Kenzie Noel. Right-handed hitting first baseman, who is 1 for 3 tonight. Hit that 3-run homer back in the first, putting Akron in front, and the Ducks have held the lead ever since. Now Avila into the game. This is his 11th appearance for Richmond. 13 2/3 innings. He has allowed just 1 earned run. Set by the righty, and his pitch to John Kenzie Noel. Line drive to right field coming on Peters. He dives, and it's under his glove. It falls for a base hit and gets past Peters in right. Here's Tana rounding third, coming to the plate. He scores. Into third, John Kenzie Noel with an RBI triple. And Akron extends the lead to 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th.
He took a chance that just gave Akron a huge insurance run. You just can't do that in right field late in the game. If it gets by, that's what happens. A 3-base hit.
Noel with his 4th RBI of the night. He has got 28 in an Akron uniform. Now standing at third base with Micah Prees at the plate and 2 down. 5-2 Akron in the 8th. Avila comes set. The pitch. High fly ball to left center. Matheny, the center fielder, going to his right. He's under it and has it for the final out in the 8th inning. But Akron adds a run. The RBI triple by John Kenzie Noel. His 2nd triple as a Rubber Duck, and it's 5-2 Akron going to the 9th. This is Rubber Ducks baseball, powered by First Energy. Brett Arbach, Casey Schmidt, and Brandon Martirano now with a 3-run lead, as the Ducks adding a run in the bottom of the 8th. A 2nd straight night they've done that. The pitch, sharp ground ball through the left side, and a base hit for Arbach, leading off the 9th inning against Mason Hickman.
And how big is that play in right field now?
Referring to Tristan Peters trying to dive and catch a line drive off the bat of John Kenzie Noel in the bottom of the 8th. And when it got it by him, it allowed Jose Tena to score from first base. And if Peters pulls up, concedes the hit, he probably keeps the run off the board for at least another batter. But now Akron a 3-run lead. The pitch to Casey Schmidt misses outside, ball 1. Schmidt and then Martirano on deck. Hickman set at the belt, 1-0. Called strike with a breaking ball. It's 1-1.
But Peters trying to make the big play, and you like that. He's had a couple of hits tonight, just couldn't get there.
Hickman's 1-1. Swing foul off the glove of the catcher, Lavastida. It's 1-2. And all the Flying Squirrels needed at one point was to get a base runner, and they give their franchise all-time single-season home run leader, Sean Roby, a shot here in the 9th to tie it. Now they need 2 base runners to get him as the tying run. The pitch misses low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count to Schmidt. 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI double. The pitch. Fly ball, right center field. Down for a base hit. Playing it on a hop, Rodriguez. And now back-to-back singles start the Richmond 9th. They do bring the tying run up with nobody out. It's Brandon Martirano.
Been that type of game tonight, but they just got a great work after the first two from Wynn, and then the bullpen. They pecked away, finally got one, and then another, but now now they got a shot again.
So Martirano represents the tying run, with Akron leading 5-2 in the top of the ninth. Nobody out. Arbach at second, Schmidt at first. The pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike, inner half. It's 0-1. Hickman saved 2 wins in the series in Erie, but did not give up a hit in either outing for 3 total innings. He's given up back-to-back hits here in the ninth. The 0-1. Fastball outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Martirano 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. He's got power too, 10 home runs and 40 runs batted in. Hickman's 1-1. Fastball high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Akron 5, Richmond 2, top of the ninth inning. Hickman's 2-1. Fastball. Strike, outer half, 2-2. Akron won by a 5-2 score last night, stranding 2 Richmond base runners in the ninth. That was Brett Daniels getting the save. 2-2. Fouled off, first base side, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Martirano 10 homers. He's at 15 doubles, 3 triples.
And the Ducks playing the outfield deep. Hickman's 2-2. Swing, foul tip, caught for strike 3. And Martirano is the first out of the ninth. Hickman's first strikeout, and now the Rubber Ducks are 1 shy of the franchise record in strikeouts. With 14 as a pitching staff tonight, they have struck out 15 batters in a game 11 times this season, but the last time was back on July 2nd. First pitch to Roby. Line drive center field, down for a base hit. Escobedo playing deep. Comes up, charges it, and makes a throw back to the infield. Tena cuts it off. Holding at third is Arbach. Schmidt up to second. The bases are loaded with 3 singles here in the ninth against Hickman.
I thought he could have scored easily that time, but I think he stopped himself. Because there's no way you would have had Escobedo throwing home there.
No, the Rubber Ducks would concede the run. They're worried about the tying run over at first in Roby now. With Armani Smith due up. 20-game on-base streak for Smith. He's the scheduled batter 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. And pitching coach Owen Dew comes out of the third base dugout for a mound visit, talking with Hickman, Lavastida, and the rest of the Ducks infield. Let's pause for station identification. This is Akron Rubber Ducks baseball.
Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 640 WHLO, Akron, an iHeartRadio station.
From the Audio Technica broadcast booth at Canal Park, alongside Jim Clark, I'm Marco Lanave. Rick Winstead is producing our broadcast, powered by First Energy. On this Thursday night, the Rubber Ducks have led since the first inning with 3-run homer by John Kenzie Noel, but Richmond has stayed around and now has the tying run at first base with the bases full. Akron leading 5-2 in the top of the ninth, 1 down. Mason Hickman working here to Armani Smith in a big at-bat. With Smith at the plate, on deck is Shane Matheny. Rubber Ducks can end the game with a double play. Smith sets the pitch. Smith grounds it foul, third base side to the Akron dugout. No balls, a strike.
Pitch runner at first, I think. Yes, Aldretti running for Roby.
So Carter Aldretti running at first base. The set by Hickman, 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, it's 0-2. So Aldretti represents the tying run at first. Schmidt is at second and Arbach at third. Hickman ahead of Smith, 0-2. The 0-2. Fastball high. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. The next strikeout will equal the franchise record for strikeouts by a pitching staff in Canton or Akron. The set, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the second out of the 9th inning, and with that, the 15th strikeout of the night by an Akron pitcher. The 2022 Akron Rubber Ducks have tied the franchise record for strikeouts in a single season. 1,190. Most in Double-A baseball this year. And now Richmond down to its final out. Shane Matheny at the plate. Mason Hickman comes set. The righty's pitch. Breaking ball low. Matheny 0 for 4 at the top of the order tonight for Richmond. 3 hits this inning for the Flying Squirrels. They were hitless through the first 4 innings. Scored in the 5th, then again in the 8th. They've loaded them up in the 9th, trailing 5-2. The 1-0. Matheny lifts it foul ground, third base side. Schneemann coming to the warning track, and he's there. He has it, and the ball game is over. The Rubber Ducks win 5-2 over the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Back-to-back wins by the same score, and Mason Hickman closes the door, earning his 3rd straight save as a new Rubber Duck. Tanner Bybee gets the win, improving to 3-1. The 3 wins coming in his last 4 starts as he goes 6 innings, allowing just a run, and Mason Hickman closing it out with an inning and a third, though he did allow 3 base hits to load the bases. And the Ducks with 15 strikeouts tonight. As I mentioned, the 2022 team has tied last year's club for the franchise record for strikeouts as a pitching staff in a single season. We'll shortly be hearing from the Northern Ohio Honda Dealers player of the game as Austin Stevens is downstairs outside the third base dugout. And another great win for Akron, back-to-back against Richmond. And right now on the Eastern League scoreboard, the Erie Seawolves already losing to Harrisburg 5-2 in their game. And that means that Akron is within 3 games of Erie. And Bowie holds first place right now, leading 11-8 in the bottom of the 7th against the Altoona Curve. If that score holds, it'll be Bowie in first by a game over Erie, and Austin is with the game's winning pitcher, Tanner Bybee, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers player of the game.
Thank you so much, Ethan, ticket sales executive. I'm going to do my Jimmy Farmer impression down here. You couldn't make it down here, so I'm with our player of the game. All right, you went 6 innings, allowing 1 run, now 10. What was working for you tonight?
I think a lot of stuff was working, just trying to be in the zone as much as I can and trying to give them a chance to win. I think fastball slider was working pretty well. The round and right change was good and doing pretty well. So all that stuff's working pretty well.
Awesome. I'm reading the questions Jimmy gave me, so that's why I'm looking at my phone. The offense put up 4 runs early for you, including that big bomb by John Kenzie. Did that help you settle in?
Oh, absolutely. It's always nice to get a nice big lead out there, and John Kenzie hitting his first home run a little bit, and it was a really big one, I think, for this game to get us comfortable, get me comfortable, get everyone comfortable, kind of settled into the game.
Awesome. We got a few weeks left in the regular season. How confident are you guys for this playoff push?
Oh, very confident. I mean, we've been playing some really good baseball the past couple of weeks, and I think if we just keep pushing along, we kind of get some tunnel vision and just worry about ourselves, I think we can make a push.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Ethan, we'll send it back up to you. Everyone else, stick around. We got fireworks. Ethan, back up to you.